Hello, we have Crystal Forman here today from Holistic Wellness and Health. Crystal, what is Holistic Wellness and Health? Tell us what's going on.
Sure. So, Holistic Wellness and Health is an organization that focuses on plant-based living, and we look at the mind, body, and spirit. So, everything we do is whole person approach. So, we look at everything, like what's going on with you now, what's going on, like with you from the past, and just looking at everything, the whole picture, and then coming up with a plan to actually help you have the best health and vibrant life possible. So that goes from everything from meditation to mindset. We focus on that a lot because we can tell you to eat healthier food and drink more water, and we all know that. But it's more to that. Like a lot of times we need support and also a change in mindset to actually make those changes permanent and not just a 1 week occurrence.
All right. So, what do we have going on today? I heard you have a chocolate protein smoothie and then a blueberry chocolate pudding.
Yes, so we're doing both. The blueberry chocolate pudding, we're going to start with that first, and then we'll do the chocolate protein smoothie. The ingredients for both are pretty much the same. So I'm going to show you how to use the same ingredients to make two different dishes, and there's no sugar added in either one of these. So this is a sugar-free, pretty much whole foods. Both of these recipes are whole food recipes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
we got some people from LA saying good morning. Good morning, Susan. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning, Ernestine. All right. Hey, Tina. Thank you for following us. All right. Back to Crystal.
Okay, cool. So we're going to start with the blueberry chocolate pudding. And for this recipe, we're using 3 avocados, a cup of frozen blueberries. You can use fresh as well. 1/4 cup of our chia seed, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1/4 cup of coconut milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And so we're going to get started with our avocados and blueberries. If you don't have a food processor, you can do this in blender. It's just going to take a little more time. A lot of people ask when to know if an avocado is ripe. So one thing is you can just kind of gently press on it and see if it's ready. But you can also take off this little stem here and see if it's green. If it's a nice green color, and that usually means it's ripe. This has a nice soft texture, so should be pretty ripe. Whenever you're cutting into an avocado, never cut into your hand. Cut into a cutting board. So we have 1/2, and then we're just going to take the knife, go through, twist. That also lets you know it's ripe because the seed came out pretty easily. Sometimes when it's a little harder to take out, or if the skin of the seed ends up on the inside of your avocado, it's not perfectly ripe, but you can still use it. It's definitely usable. So I'm going to do that 2 more times. Our avocados are very high in natural fat. This one has a little bit, this is a little overripe. So I'm going to take off some of that black speck. That's good for when you're cooking with it, but not for this particular recipe because you can actually taste it. It actually has more like an almost like an eggy flavor. So unless you like that in your dessert, I would take that part out.
And I love avocados. Avocados are my favorite. Avocado toast, sliced avocado, avocado and I love it. Helps me stay young.
Yes, I love to put this on my skin as well. Just so I'll take, like after I scoop out the flesh, whatever's left over in the skin, I'll rub on my skin. I'm not going to do that in front of you all today, but it's a great moisturizing, natural moisturizer for your skin and for your hands. So like this, there's a little bit of residue in there. Just rub that on my face. Do that to all of these. Get that out. So avocados are very high in natural saturated fats. In general, we don't want to consume a lot of saturated fat, but this is a natural form. It's in this whole food. Virgin sows actually has a lot of fiber as well. And some people are concerned about cholesterol, but with a plant-free or plant-based diet with nothing but plants. You don't have to worry about cholesterol. So it's a cholesterol-free diet. So you don't usually have to worry about those things unless you have a pre-existing condition. I'm actually going to use a different avocado than this one. I'll save this one for the next recipe. So cut this one as well. And then you can take this little end off to see if it's right. Can't see it as well here, but that's okay. So we're at the end of the year, going into a new year. This is a great time to start thinking about resetting your body. And this one is a little firmer. There we go. That was dangerous. It's a good time to reset. Like this year has been stressful and trying for most people. And when we're stressed out, it causes a lot of stress hormones, hormones that can actually affect your blood sugar.
Yes,
So
indeed.
A lot of people have been eating and indulging as well with everything that's going on from either stress or just being inside a lot. So it's good to start adding or start thinking about resetting your body. This is a great time of year for that. And so this is one of these recipes that can help kind of curb that sugar cravings. We're going to add some sugar or some cocoa to this as well. And so that will help with boosting your mood and serotonin levels as well. So we have our avocados and 1 cup of frozen blueberries. I'm just going to blend that until it's smooth.
Nice. And for anyone looking for the recipe, it is in the description of the post that went out.
I'm going to scrape down the sides with my spatula, get everything in there. And I'm going to go on and add the rest of my ingredients as well. So I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of chia seeds, which has a lot of protein and omegas in it. 1/4 cup, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. 1/4 cup of coconut milk. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. When using coconut milk, you want to make sure you're using coconut milk that has been ethically sourced and not using animal labor to actually harvest the coconut. So you want to make sure you know where your coconuts are grown. A lot of coconuts from Thailand, you really need to check to make sure that they did not use any labor, animal labor or non-fair trade labor as well. So just check for that. And you can go to Food Empowerment Project. They have a list of where you can get fair trade cocoa as well as ethically sourced other products as well. So they're a great resource. So this cocoa powder I'm using is organic and fair trade.
Shout out to Food Empowerment Project. Shout out to Food Empowerment Project.
So this recipe is located, if you go to, I believe that you have the link, but it's a guide that has 5 sugar-free recipes in it. And it's the 5 recipes to kick your sugar cravings. So you can find that in the link and just subscribe for that and you'll get it right away. Check your spam folder if you don't see it right away. So this is ready, nice and thick. Mix what 2 servings. If you don't have chia seeds, you can use flaxseed as well. I'll get a bigger spoon to this, but you get the gist. So this is our blueberry chocolate pudding.
Oh my goodness, that looks delicious.
That looks nice delicious. And thick and creamy.
Oh, wow. 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 And I've been on a chocolate crave for the past month or so. So that looks so delicious. And it didn't take that long.
It
We're at
didn't take
10
long at
minutes.
all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It didn't take long at
Not
all.
even that. If I hadn't been talking and stopping and just like put everything in there, you can have this done in like 3 minutes. And it'll keep in the refrigerator for about 3 days. So this is a great dish that you can make ahead of time. It can be a snack, breakfast, or dessert.
Yes, Amy, it looks amazing. And
And it
Tina,
smells
it looks
amazing.
yummy. Tina said, sounds yum. Yeah, it looks yummy too. So, yeah, that will definitely satisfy a chocolate crave.
Definitely. And no sugar added. So totally healthy as well. For this one, we're going to do the chocolate protein smoothie using a lot of the same ingredients. I'm using 4 cups of water and filtered water and 4 cups of coconut milk for 8 ounces of fluid. You can mix it up however you want. I do have a recipe for oat milk. That's just 1 cup of oats and 3 cups of water blended, and you can strain it or not. But I'm going to go with the coconut milk just to keep the theme of the day. To this, I'm going to add in a handful of kale. So I'm using curly kale today.
Wow, kale in there. That was a surprise.
Yeah, so all that in. So this is good. And to that, actually, I'm going to blend it, and that this get a little smooth first. So if you don't have a super powerful blender, it's good to blend your greens with liquid first and then add the rest of the ingredients. This blender is actually pretty powerful, but I'm just going to show you this step. Right.
Hi, Queen
So
Ebony. The recipe has been provided in the comments of all of the where we're broadcasting. So I see you're on YouTube, one of the YouTube pages. In the description, the recipes are there.
um, so I'm going to add in 1 scoop of protein powder. This protein powder is vanilla flavored. It actually is Bach Red Mills vanilla, and it has chia seeds in it already, but I'm going to go on and add some more chia seeds as well. So the recipe calls for a tablespoon of chia, half cup of our frozen blueberries, and 1/4 of our avocado. So the one that I used earlier, I'm just going to take some of that, remove some of the dark specks here, and just put that in. So we have a challenge coming up as well as a workshop, free sugar-free workshop. And it's how to quit sugar and feel amazing on a Monday, January 4th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And that, if you're interested in that, the link is not live yet, but although the page is ready, the link's not ready. So what I would say is if you're interested in the workshop, just put in the comment section workshop. And for everyone who puts the word workshop, I'll come back and give you the link. So if you're interested in the free workshop, how to quit sugar and feel amazing, we'll go over a lot of the top causes for sugar issues, how sugar affects your mind, your mood, your hormones, your body as well. So we'll go into all of that during that workshop for our Monday Live at 5. So every Monday, I go live on Facebook and YouTube at Holistic Wellness and Health, and also on the Black Vegetarian Society of Maryland's page. And usually on Mondays, it's either a workshop, a cooking demo, or gardening workshop. And on Fridays, I'll go live Fridays live at 5, and at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is a cooking demo. It's usually always a cooking demo on Fridays. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and following us on Facebook and Instagram, where we provide a lot of recipes. So I have my kale and milk blended. I put in my 1/4 of avocado. I'm going to add in about 4. These are smaller ice cubes, so about 4 ice cubes. And I've already put in a half cup of blueberries and my protein powder. So that is everything.
So Susan and Queen, are you asking about where to find the workshop? I see you have the words workshop in here. So just to confirm if there's a question about the workshop, please.
Yeah, so if they put the word workshop, I'll come back and give them the link. So everyone who puts in the word workshop, I'll come back to all of the platforms and put in the link for the workshop that's happening on January 4th. It's the How to Quit Sugar and Feel Amazing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Also, oh yeah, all of the ingredients are in here. I'm just going to blend it.
I'm busy watching the demo. I don't even know what Crystal's talking about. I'm just looking at the smoothie. I'm looking at the smoothie.
The smoothie is done, nice and smooth and ready. If you want to add more ice to this, you can. Because I added chia seeds, I like to drink it right away because it thickens up. So that is our smoothie. You can easily double this recipe as well.
Yes, Queen. I was too busy watching the food.
Now, we also have a 5-day sugar detox challenge. So that is a free challenge, and that will start on January 11th, the 11th through the 15th. So if you're interested in the challenge, write the word challenge, and I'll get you that link. If you want the workshop and challenge, just write workshop and challenge, and I'll get you both links. So the challenge will include daily emails that will be like coaching emails that gives you a lot of information and tips for the day. You will also receive a 5-day sugar detox success guide with lots of information, tips, information on where there's hidden sugar, like there's sugar in salad dressings and all types of things that you wouldn't even think about that they put added sugar. So you'll receive that in the guide. You'll also receive some recipes. So for people who, the challenge is free. If you want to get some additional support and coaching, you can actually join our group coaching call. There's a cost for that. That's an upgrade, and that's $47, and that includes an additional guide as well as support from me directly. It'll be a small group, so we won't have like 100 people in there. It'll be contained to less than 10 people for the group, and you'll get to ask me questions directly, and we can interact live. So that is a live workshop. If you can't attend the live workshop, I'll make sure you get the recording as well. And that workshop will be on that Wednesday at 7 p.m. So that date is January I can't remember what day that is. I think it's the 13th. January 13th. Yeah.
Are these all on your website at holistic-wellnessandhealth.com?
So if you go to the event section at Holistic-Wellness and Health, yes, you'll see the information for everything, but the links are not live. So the links probably won't be live for another couple of days because that's not my expertise. So my assistant needs to do it, and it's the holidays. So yeah. So once the sales page or like that page is ready, and if they go to the event section at holistic-wellnessandhealth.com, they'll actually see the information for both the workshop and the challenge. So it is here. So get some more info. But yes, definitely Clint's challenge if you're interested in the challenge, and workshop if you're interested in the workshop. Sugar is a huge problem in this country, and Australia and Canada too. We consume way too much. So this is just a way to learn how to not add any added sugars to your lifestyle.
Yeah, and Susan's saying it feels great to be off refined sugars. They are opioids, by the way. Wow, amazing.
They are. Your brain reacts to it just like a lot of drugs, like heroin and cocaine. So it does a pleasure. Like you feel great when you're eating it, and it makes you feel like less stressed for a moment. But then you crash, and so that added sugar, natural sugar, like from the blueberries, that's okay. But when you have that added sugar, it just affects your body in so many negative ways that we don't learn about. We learn about like diabetes and stuff like that. But we don't learn about how it actually affects our mind, how it affects our mood, and can make us really moody and tired and just grumpy. So
And
that's
it
no
affects the
fun.
children's teeth. I know some 1 and 2 year olds that are already having their bottom teeth taken out
Yeah.
permanently. So yeah, the parents need to get their children off this sugar, this refined sugar, this high fructose, all of this sugary stuff, because you're messing up your children's teeth with this.
And our teeth are very important for our digestive health and our overall health. It's been linked to actually cardiovascular diseases when you have like a lot of teeth issues. So it's definitely important that our children are started off with a great foundation. And it's really easy to start reducing and just swapping out some things and making sure they're getting whole food things with sugar. So like apple juice itself has more sugar. Just 1 cup of apple juice has more sugar than what you're supposed to consume for most people in a day. No one thinks that like that. Like it's apple juice. Of course, I'm going to
Well,
give my kid,
we need
but
to start them off with water. My daughter
water,
drinks water.
exactly,
Water. How
exactly.
about water, everybody? Give your children some water. No sodas and Kool-Aids and sweet drink. Just how about some water?
And you can start weaning them off. So like instead of giving them a cup of like apple juice, half a cup of apple juice, say half a cup of water. Start diluting it, and then say, okay, like we're on a water thing. Like that's how we nourish our body. Water is a nutrient as well. Like our body needs that. We're mostly water, so instead of getting that syrupy water, just giving your hungry, give kids just water. And if you feel like they want like a sweet drink, do a whole food smoothie instead. So you can actually put apples and water and some pineapples in a blender, blend it up, and give them like a smoothie drink instead. Because it's whole foods, you're actually putting a whole apple in there, and you're getting the fiber and the vitamins and minerals, phytonutrients, all of that, instead of just the extracted juice, which we don't want.
And Susan's saying only water in bottles protect teeth. Do you want to talk about that?
Waters in for
Water in
babies.
bottles protect teeth.
I'm not sure if she's talking about plastic bottles like that you buy at the store, or if she's talking about baby bottles for protecting the baby's teeth.
Oh,
I use filtered
let us know
water.
what you mean by
Um,
that. Only water in bottles protect teeth. We'll see
yeah,
what Susan says.
because a lot of our water has fluoride and a lot of
For
other
babies.
chemicals in it.
For babies. Yeah, she's saying for
For
babies.
babies. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure she wasn't talking about like water bottles. I try to actually avoid water bottles and use my own stainless steel containers when I'm out and about. That's more of an environmental issue, and also the plastic itself has chemicals that can leach, even the BPA-free plastic. So it's good to use glass and stainless steel whenever possible. But yes, babies can use like put the water in their bottle. If you do, even if they're breastfeeding, there's sugar in that milk. So afterwards, make sure they're drinking water before they go to bed. Just get that
Yeah, I
off.
learned that the hard way with my little one breastfeeding. I didn't realize about all the sugar that's in the breast milk. So that's how I know now.
Yeah.
Lo Zamora saying, "Wow, I didn't know apple juice had so much sugar. What about juicing it for yourself?"
Even that, because you're separating the fiber from the juice. So if you have a masticating juicer or even like the spinning juicer, sometimes you're getting some fiber, like you'll notice it's a little more cloudy, so you get some foam in your juice. That's definitely better than the store-bought stuff because you're at least getting some fibers in there and minerals. But it still isn't really a whole food. You're not getting that fiber. And so the fiber is what slows down the absorption in your body, that sugary absorption. So you want that fiber. And there's a tiny bit of protein in our fruit, not too much. It's mostly the fiber that helps. So you have insoluble and soluble fiber in our apples. And so the soluble fiber is what actually goes into our bloodstream, helps like clean up our blood vessels and do all the nice scrubbing for our cells. Whereas the insoluble is what goes through our digestive system and helps with the elimination of toxins. So it actually helps clean out your entire digestive system. You want all of that in your apple. So that's why I was saying, like if you blend it, it's going to be easier to digest, but like blend it with some water, you're getting the whole apple. And so it's not going to be as sugary in your body. It's not going to spike that blood sugar quickly, like just juicing apples. I love juicing. There's a time and place for it. But even if you're doing apple juice, it's good to cut it with like some kale, your kale stems in there, or some celery or something else so it's not super sweet. Just to cut that, because apple juice, I love fresh apple juice, but it is sweet. So yeah, you do need to cut it, or even with water, cut it with some water, but adding just a little something, whether you're putting some protein powder, some chia in there, something so that it's not spiking your blood sugar as fast.
You're tuning into Naijha Speaks and Jane Unchained News. We are listening to Crystal Forman of Holistic Wellness and Health, and she's talking to us about what it is. And she finished up a smoothie protein demo and a chocolate pudding demo. And all the recipes are in the original post. You can find Crystal at holistic-wellnessandhealth.com. She has some upcoming workshops and reset programs that she's talking about right now. If you have any questions, please post those in the comments so she can answer them.
Yeah. So yeah, for those who are joining in a little later, make sure you put in the word workshop in the comment section, and I'll make sure you get the link to register for the workshop. The workshop will be happening on Monday, January 4th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is a free workshop. You can find more information at holistic-wellnessandhealth.com/events, but the link is not live yet. So I'll just make sure I'll come back and give you the live link. And for the workshop, it should be within the next couple of days for the link. And then we have a challenge on January 11th. And make sure you invite your family and friends to the challenge. It's a free challenge. You'll receive a lot of guidance, information. You can join the Facebook group. I will also have information on the YouTube channel for people who do not want to get on Facebook. So there'll be other options for you as well. And the emails alone are totally worth it. It's a lot of information, but it's not overwhelming information in those emails. So every day you'll receive information and support from me.
Susan saying, thank you, Crystal Forman. Looking forward to yummy chocolate pudding. Me too, because I've had this chocolate crave and it's been insane. Like, subscribe, and comment on NaijhaSpeaks.com. I'm bringing demos and interviews and event coverage to you at NaijhaSpeaks.com. Crystal, what else do you have for us?
So that is pretty much it. I will be having workshops and a lot of things throughout the month of January. So if you look at the events page, you'll see all of that information. I know this is a great time of year to just think about your goals and resetting your body, mind, soul, spirit. And I'm definitely here to guide you on your journey. So check out holistic-wellnessandhealth.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Holistic Wellness and Health, no space. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at Holistic Wellness and Health, where we provide information on medication, cooking classes and demonstrations, as well as gardening, meditation, all those good things. So yeah, that's it for me.
Zamora has a fun question to ask. What is your favorite smoothie, Crystal?
Favorite smoothie. Okay, so I love tropical fruit. Tropical fruit is extremely sweet and high in sugar. So I like to add some protein to it as well. So I have two actually. One is a chocolate peanut butter smoothie. So it's kind of like a Reese's Kiss, but it's frozen. It's delicious. So I'll add peanut butter, a little cocoa powder, fair trade, of course, and a plant-based milk. So it'll either be oat milk, hemp milk, or sometimes soy milk. I don't do soy milk too often, but usually a milk I can make myself. And then this is the anti-sugar thing, but it's against what I'm saying, but I will add like a little bit of maple syrup to it, like to make it a nice treat. And maple does have vitamins and minerals in it, but it's still an extracted sweetness. If you can tap your own maple tree though, which is a skill in and of itself. done class with it, and not boil it down. That's a lot more natural. It's nowhere near as sweet as the maple syrup that you buy at the store, but you can tap walnut trees too. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, that's a cool way to kind of get a little more whole.
I love maple syrup. I mean, there's two smoothies here at the Land of Kush that we make that I absolutely love. One of them is the maple nut crunch smoothie with the bananas, maple syrup, and the walnuts. And then we have a peanut crunch or something like the peanut punch type of smoothie with the peanut butter and the banana. Yes, so I love maple syrup though.
The tropical one, you don't have to add any sweetness, but I like to add mango, pineapple, and bananas. And I'll use water, usually that instead of the milk, and add just a little bit of something green, usually spinach or kale, usually spinach, because spinach is more neutral. So if you don't like that kale taste or like a green smoothie, spinach is like a great green to use. It's not very strong in flavor at all. When I do it for kids, like smoothies for children, they love it with the spinach because they can't taste it. So
I love spinach. I love spinach.
Yeah. Yeah, so I love the tropical smoothie and the peanut butter one, and also a pecan smoothie. I love butter pecan ice cream, and nobody's making a vegan butter pecan. So I make my own.
We gotta do that at the Land of Kush. Now you done challenged us, okay? We gotta get that. The milkshakes run out, but we're gonna see what we can do about the smoothies because I think that'll be a good one. I have $1 million question. What is holistic wellness and health, and why is it so important today, right now, dealing with COVID-19 and the pandemic?
Yeah, so holistic wellness is dealing with your whole body. I use a whole person approach. So it's your mindset, how you're thinking, what you're putting in your mind, what you're listening to, what you're thinking. All of those things are important. Meditation, taking time to just reflect and just be still, and also focus on mindfulness and being aware in the moment, like when you're eating, being mindful of how you're feeling when you're eating, making sure you're chewing your food, letting that food actually be in your mouth for like a few moments so that it actually has time for the saliva to do what it needs to before you even swallow it. So this mindset, and then also exercising, fitness, stretching, all of those things. So physical fitness, whether it's walking or if you can't do a whole lot right away, just doing stretching and gentle movements. All of that's very important. Just getting your lymphatic system moving. You have to move your body in order for that to work. And then eating right, like that's what most people focus on, but all of it is important in order for you to have a true, holistic, wealthy lifestyle. So that's mind, body, and spirit. So like what you think, what you listen to, all of that affects you. And then of course what you choose to put inside your body, working from inside out. So all of that is very important.
Oh, I thank you. Appreciate that. Crystal, thank you for being us today. Shout out to my sponsors, the Welfare World Veg Fund, The Change, Women Funders and Animal Rights, Jane Unchained News, collectively. Again, please like, subscribe, comment on NaijhaSpeaks.com. Make sure you put workshop and challenge in the comments so that Crystal can follow up with you. And until we see you again, be safe and sign the petition. We want Vice President-elect Kamala Harris to go vegan for Veganuary. So let's sign that petition and let's get a plant-powered Kamala. So please sign the petition at change.org/plant-powered Kamala.